Good afternoon, traders. This is Taylor from thetradinganalyst.com. If you're not already a member, go ahead and give us a visit, www.thetradinganalyst.com, and become a part of the best trading community on the web. So first, we're going to take a look at the S&P 500. This is the hourly chart going back 7 days. A couple things that I want to point out. We've got a couple of downtrends up ahead. We've got this first one, 2, 3, 4 touches right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches right here. And we're going to be coming up to it at about 198 today. And there's some resistance from the lows of these candles right there as well. So keep that in mind. It's got over $1 until it gets up there, so we can definitely head higher. But just keep that in mind. As far as the candles here, we have the strongest looking opening two candles here on the hourly chart. See these nice big green candles here, okay? As opposed to right here, we've got this nice green one and then followed by a doji. Over here, red candle, weak opening. Over here, same thing. Over here, same thing, okay? So keep that in mind. We've got a really strong bounce off the lows today. So I do think we'll be headed higher. We've got 3 gaps to fill up above. We've got this gap at about 199, this gap at about 201.50, this gap at 204. Okay, so keep that in mind. We are at some major support levels down here around 195. It's kind of a must-hold level for the S&P 500. We'll see what it does. I'm going to take a look at the VIX here. And the VIX has an uptrend here that I want to show you guys. So that's a really nice uptrend line right there. Okay, so if you're really looking for upside in the market, you want to see the VIX break this uptrend line support right there. Okay, so far the VIX looks like it wants to head higher. Okay, it can head lower. All right. But just keep these levels in mind. We've got this downtrend line that it broke over here on the gap up today. And it looks like it's headed for the highs of the day at the moment. So just keep this in mind if you're trading out there. We'll look at Tesla. All right, so Tesla here, really nice looking pattern. We've got this lower trend line support down here, and that's going to be right around 214. We've got this downtrend line right here, and that's right around 218 at the moment. Remember, these are downward sloping, so they will change. So if you're drawing it, it might not be at 218 by the time you're watching this video. So we've got a lower trend line support. We've got this downtrend line resistance. Looks like a little bit of a falling wedge, not a little bit, but it is a falling wedge here. Confirmation would be a break over the top line, and then I think we're going to fill that gap if that does happen. And the gap's about 223.50. All right. Next, I'm going to be covering Netflix. All right, so Netflix staying in this channel right here. Non-stop, okay, so really nice channel right there, and it broke over that resistance right here, okay, so definitely a nice little bull flag. This is the flag, this is the pole, and here's the flag, and it broke over that, okay. So keep that in mind if you're trading Netflix. Give me 1 second here. All right, now we're going to be covering Google here. All right, so we've got this resistance, it's going to be right there. It's going to match up with this downtrend line right there. Kind of broke out of that wedge right here. So definitely not the most bullish action on Google. That can change with today's action, but we'll see. We've got this gap to fill at about 760, and that also matches up with some pretty significant resistance. If you look at the daily chart, you're going to see it a lot better as well. Okay. I'll take a look at Apple here. Apple, kind of same. Oops. Kind of same look as the rest of the market. We've got this downtrend line here, so keep an eye on that. If it breaks over this downtrend line, definitely be looking for upside. We've got a gap to fill from yesterday's close, right around 101. Actually, it's about 100.70 was yesterday's close. So we've got that gap to fill. And that's pretty much the only major gap. We've got a very small gap to fill up here at about 102.65, but you know it's within 15 cents of filling with this high right there, so I'm going to consider that kind of a non-factor. But this is a pretty decent sized gap from this morning, so we'll see if it wants to fill that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you found this video at all helpful, go ahead and give us a visit. www.thetradinganalyst.com. You can join us today and start receiving alerts and making money in the market right away. We'll see you over there.